Alright, Shalom. I want to start off this video by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Bakakodash, and double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and grace and peace to you elect around the four winds, believing and pushing this truth in all sincerity. May the blessing of election be upon your houses. This is your fellow servant, Rokoyer from the GMS Orlando camp, coming at you with another impromptu lesson, or another lesson of exhortation, or an admonishment, Lord willing. This is exhorting and admonishing to you elect. Mainly you young men such as myself. As you see from the title of this lesson, tighten up before you die. And it's just that simple. All right, especially, the men of this generation. It's time for you to tighten the fuck up before you perish, man. Because we're entering into some very serious times. I was looking at a video done by the Elder Yashawamba, and I mentioned how all these other countries are preparing for war. They're preparing for war. They're preparing for hard times. And they're building up their men, within their society, building up their mindset, to prepare them to get ready, for what's at hand. Because the Third World War is going to be waged, all right? And America, Babylon the Great, according to the scriptures, will be destroyed, all right, via ICBM nuclear missiles, all right? As well as, these other countries are going to be hit with missiles as well, but chiefly this America is going to be blown from the planet Earth, wiped from the planet Earth. You understand what I'm saying? So, in knowing this news and understanding of prophecy, it's important and imperative for young men, such as myself and, however old you are really, and it's true, to tighten the fuck up, man. Because as these nations are preparing, we should be preparing as well. And the Lord gave us the ultimate preparation, all right, in the form of this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding and the faith, all right, because we have a bird's eye view in a sense of what's getting ready to happen, all right, who's bringing it, all right, why these things are happening, all right, essentially we have the answers, all right, to the questions that the world is getting ready to ask. They haven't asked just yet. Very few at that are asking, aside from the remnant. Very few are asking questions right now, but when these things are waged, all right, when famine is waged, when pestilence is waged, earthquakes in diverse places, all right, World War III, the MOTB, all right, when all these things are waged, then the world is going to start asking questions. Through the Spirit, the Lord has already given us the answers. All right, therefore, all right, keeping us stable in that time, pursuing Isaiah 33:6, right? But, the Elder Yashawamba, and I'm gonna get to the precepts, just a little preface. The Elder Yashawamba was mentioning, man, that these other nations are preparing for war, and they're building up their men. And as you look into the crux of this society, right, when it comes to men, it's nothing but a bunch of silly niggas, man. Silly, hip-shaking niggas, man. Niggas on TikTok making skits, jokes all fucking day. The Elder Yashwama mentioned, and it's true, how men in this generation, well, men and women in this generation, don't want to work. They'd rather be social media influencers or make their money off online. And, nobody's really social. Nobody really socially interacts anymore. That's really a thing of the past. Nobody really goes outside and experiences nature. Everybody experiences life, essentially, in today's day and age, through the TV or through the virtual world. Like Demolition Man. I think that's the movie with Sandra Bullock. Everybody experiences this life through the perspective of Esau Edom. And as we see this trend continuing, we see the men getting weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker, to the point where you have men out here who really want to be prettier than these women, man. Getting haircuts every week, tying their dreads up in ponytails, dyeing their hair, getting pedicures, getting manicures, which is nothing wrong with, hitting a nail salon if that's your gig. I'm not into it, but if that's your steez, then get down with it. You know, it's nothing off. But getting pedicures and getting manicures and you know, getting your eyebrows done and you getting the fit fresh. You gotta buy a new outfit every week. These niggas are weak as fuck, man. These niggas are weak as fuck. Niggas nothing but 130 pounds nowadays, toting that iron. Think they the toughest man on the earth. And we gonna get ready to see, cause you niggas getting ready to get drafted right down the front line. And we gonna see how that pretty boy shit act pan out for your boy. But this is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. You know, and the day of the Lord is coming as a thief, man. You know, and brothers reiterate that all the time. You know, we bring it out all the time through the Spirit, how the Lord is coming as a thief in the night. You know, and really, I'm gonna say this as well, man. You know, the Lord is said everything, man. What more can the Lord say? What more can the Lord say, man? Everything has been brought out. Every argument has been had. Every debate has been waged. Every precept has been brought out. What more do you niggas want, man? Until you tighten up. What more do you want until you tighten the fuck up, man? And realize what the Lord is saying is for real. And these things are going to happen in our days, man. It ain't going to be 5 years, 10 years. You're going to be a fucking grandpa before these things happen, man. You're going to be here in the midst while World War III is being waged. Here in the midst while the monetary system crashes. The housing market crashes and they issuing that MOTB. You're going to be here. We all going to be here, Lord willing, if the Lord don't take us off the earth sooner. So with that being said, you know, it's really time to tighten the fuck up because the Lord is coming as a thief in the night, man. The Lord said in Romans the 13th chapter, the 11th verse, that our salvation is nearer than when we believe. You know, understanding, if you have the proper understanding of salvation, you understand that before salvation can come, the tribulation has to come. We have to be saved from something, right? Which is going to be the tribulation. All right, the hour of temptation, Jacob's trouble. That has to come before the salvation. It's 1 Thessalonians 5 and verse 2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. And right now, that peace and safety that peace and safety agenda is being pushed, man. You know, things are gonna be all right. You know, things are gonna go back to normal. We just have to do this. Just have to do that. The Lord said sudden destruction is gonna come right after that. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. All right, which is a part of the gospel. All right, we're not in darkness as the rest of this world. You know, we've received the blueprint to true manhood. What it is and what it means to be a true man, not only in this society but in the eyes of the Lord. We understand what it's like to be a man. You know, being the toughest, being the most aggressive, being the most macho, you know, commanding the most women, you know, commanding the most resources doesn't equate to manhood in the eyes of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Rather, what is true manhood is your understanding and your faith and your power and your ability to apply knowledge. That's what true manhood is. Your ability to stand firm on the principles of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the standards of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You know, that's what makes you a true man. You know, we see a lot of people faking the funk. There's a lot of men out here trying to fake the funk. You know, to put on all this jewelry, put on all this shit, you know, and try to mac up all these women, you know, and try to make it look like they're the man when, you know, real recognize real, man. You can sniff that shit out, man. A lot of jakes are just phony, just trying to fake it to make it because they don't have the real blueprint to what it truly means to be a man, especially in the eyes of the Lord. You know, this is what the Lord considers manhood. Teaching, feeding the sheep, doing the work, you know, edifying the body, you know, being a productive member of the body, constantly growing and abounding in the faith, you know, humbling yourself, coming under the order, you know, being a good brother, being a good leader. Being yourself, being the spirit that the Lord called you to be. That's what true manhood is, contrary to popular belief in this world. And that's what we're coming to realize, as we, gain more experience in this truth. But that's a sidebar, man. Let me get back to these precepts. Um, my phone just died, so I gotta grab it in my physical sword. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5. And just flip right there at the water Yahweh Shem Yahushai. It says, back in 1 Thessalonians 5 and 4, but ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you. It's like, this wind starting to pick up. That day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness, therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. For they that sleep in the night, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and of love, and for an helmet the hope of salvation. All right, and the Lord told us to arm ourselves, as we fight this good fight. Arm ourselves with the breastplate of faith. More importantly, the helmet of salvation. All right, we got to protect that. Abdullah Abagada. Hey, excuse me, man. Excuse me. We got to protect that noggin, man. That's when you going into battle, that's the biggest thing you want to protect. Any brothers that box, or any brothers that played any sports, or know anything about war, you want to protect that noggin, man, because that's where the brain is. That's where the central point is. You take that noggin out, you finish. And the Lord told us to arm ourselves with the helmet of salvation, all right, which is a certain mindset, man. A mindset of victory, a victory mindset. A healthy expectation when it comes to the Lord and his ability to save and his ability to uplift that standard in our life. A healthy mindset concerning the ministry, concerning your office, concerning your gift. All right. That's one of the chiefest things the Lord told us to put on concerning our armor. Let me get this in Ephesians. Chapter 5. Excuse me, man. This wind is trying to fight against me. Right. This is Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 15. It reads as such. It says, see then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. All right. And seeing the times, now is more time than ever to be walking circumspectly, especially for us of the household of faith. We don't want to be walking out here, willy-nilly like these niggas, man. Have some purpose about, your goings, some purpose about your actions, walk with purpose, move with intent, especially in these latter days. Wherever you find yourself, constantly move in the spirit, and that's what the Lord is teaching us, man, to really move as much as in the spirit as possible, because, hey, we need it. Hey, and that's what's going to keep us tight, man. That's what's going to keep us on our square. You look at the average nigga in this world, right? It's really like you think brothers be playing when they be saying there's no thought behind these niggas' eyes. But brothers be dead ass serious. Ain't no thought in none of these niggas' eyes, man. There's nothing, no neurons firing in that brain. They just a meat sack, man. Niggas are just walking around here just aimlessly, man. And that's not how brothers are supposed to be walking around, man. Brothers are supposed to be walking around, in wisdom, man. Understanding where you at, understanding who you're around, understanding how to apply wisdom, when to apply wisdom, when to withdraw yourself, when to apply yourself, man. But it says back in Ephesians 5. Ephesians 5 and verse 15. It says, "See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil." All right, tighten the fuck up, man. The days are evil. All right, we're living in some bad times, and it's only gonna get worse from here on out. You know, especially for you men, hey, it's time to tighten the fuck up, man. Seriously. You know, take this truth seriously. Yeah, man, essentially, you know, I just told you, take your life seriously, because this truth, our life is dependent on this truth. You know, our investment in this truth. And right now, brothers are fully invested, because we understand that this is it. All right, we know, I know, speaking for myself, I know the Lord is coming back, and I know this is the truth. I know it. I know it's only a matter of time before the Lord manifests. I know. But hey, this says, "Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is." All right, and be wise in understanding what the Lord is intending for the planet Earth, man. All right, what the Lord is willing for the planet Earth. All right, the Lord is willed for this hegemony. All right, this present rulership to be destroyed. All right, to be uprooted. All right, and the fact of the matter is, you know, we live in this rulership, so that means we're gonna be amongst the uprooting. But the Lord has allowed us, all right, to establish a solid foundation in Him. All right, so that we're not plugged up with the rest of this world. Hey, Shalom, Akim, Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatham, Shalom. This is Ashrakah, Yasharala, Shalom, bro. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry." Right. And the vision is the vision is for an appointed time, and we're living in that appointed time, man. You know, and the Lord really ain't tarrying, man. When you look at the developments regarding prophecy, you can see that the Lord isn't tarrying. Even looking at the developments regarding brothers, you know, how brothers are developing quicker and faster and stronger in the spirit, you can tell that the Lord is drawing closer. You know, you can tell by the spirit of our apostles, you know, that the Lord is drawing closer. He's not tarrying anymore. All right. Ecclesiastes 5 and 7, "Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance." All right. And hey, shit, that's plain. Hey, that's plain. All right, that's plain, man. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord. Tighten the fuck up, because the days are evil. In insecurity, the Lord is going to destroy niggas. When niggas think everything's sweet, when everybody think you just about to lay down on your bed, you about to get that last, that final piece of shut eye, niggas gonna get destroyed, man, because they failed to return back into the Lord. But hey, I'm gonna close that out there. You know, Lord, once is edifying unto you, like, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, Bahashim Rakakodash, and double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Grace and peace to you elect around the four winds, believing and pushing this truth in all sincerity. May the blessing of election be upon your houses. Shalom. Stay up.